Making a sourdough discard banana bread, and I just really love baking. I just want to tell you guys how much I truly enjoy baking. It's like so therapeutic, it's so scientific. I just love it so much. So right now I'm just mixing up my sourdough discard. Yep. I'm just going to be using a half cup. I'm just reminding myself of the recipe. And I really don't know where my desire and my love for baking actually comes from in my family. I know that I've learned like some of my skills from my great grandmother, but I don't know exactly where my love for baking comes from. I honestly think that it's because I am just such a quiet person, and I really love, like you guys already know, that I just love food so much. Absolutely love baking, and it really is a dream, like an actual dream of mine to own my own like baking business, my own bakery. I would love that. I'm using a recipe that I saw from online, and that's why my computer is right here. You guys have definitely seen me bake a few times, and I love the silence and the intimacy of it all. And just like baking really allows us to practice patience and like self-control. And it's just such a peaceful situation. I just love baking so much. And it's not only the act of baking that I absolutely adore, it's the result. It's the fact that we are creating these amazing pastries, cakes, breads, and other things that you bake. And there's so many things that you can bake. And it just turns out to just be a complete masterpiece. And I truly feel like you can start over and try new things at any age. I've always loved cooking, and you know what's so funny is that I've always shied away from baking. And I'm looking at the recipe right now, but I've always shied away from baking because I always saw myself as like
just like a naturally impatient person. Like my previous attitude was, yeah, I literally don't have time for all of that. I don't have time for just to be waiting, and I would like rather buy any baked goods from the grocery store. Like who has time for that? But like I have time for that. I literally have time for that. Like I have so much time to be patient and to be so loving to myself that I'm literally like making something from scratch. I just think that making food from scratch is, as cliche as it sounds, it's truly a labor of love. And I literally never thought I would even say that, but yeah, it's truly a labor of love. It's not only showing love to the people you are feeding, but you're showing love to yourself, and you're showing that you trust yourself. And I do trust myself. I do. So that's why I literally bake on a daily basis, I would say. And honestly, if you don't like banana bread, what's actually wrong with you, unless you are like allergic to bananas, then I'll give you a pass. Only if you are allergic to bananas, I can give you a pass on that. Okay, and now I'm just gonna mix everything together. Usually I show you guys like what I'm mixing, but come on. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Mixing that all together. You guys see on my YouTube page now, I have about 20 videos, but I'm still like getting used to just putting myself out there. And obviously, like, no one's forcing me. I just absolutely love filming. I love doing this. I'm still getting used to like putting myself out there. Um, Still getting used to it. Still not something that I'm completely like used to, but I absolutely love it, which is why I started this channel. I truly believe that if you really enjoy doing something, you should just go for it and just put yourself out there and just do it, because like you don't want to be old and regretting and like sitting there telling your grandchildren, you know, these stories of like the dreams that you've had and you were never able to achieve them because of your fears. And, as you're listening to this, you're probably like, yeah, I'm not old yet. I still have time. And I'm still so scared. Just think about it like this. Like, you were once a kid. You were once a baby. And now you're not. Like, literally, where did all the time go? You know what I mean? And so one day, just like all the older people say, this is my favorite dark chocolate to bake with from Trader Joe's. This one has almonds in it. One day you will look back at your life. I'm wondering if that's too much. Okay. One day you will look back at your life and you will say, hey, like these are the things I've accomplished. And are not the things I've accomplished, and like literally why. Like, why haven't I done all the things that I wanted to do? What was holding me back, etc., etc. And then you pray to God that after you leave this planet, you can be reborn and start all over again and do things the right way. You know what I mean? And it's like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to live with the regrets of not at least trying to live their dreams and go for it. At the end of the day, the odds are that you're going to be successful, especially if you give it your all and you actually believe. The world, the universe has no choice but to reflect your desires upon you, especially if it's God's will and it's supposed to happen. You just have to put in the work. So that mentality has really, really inspired me. Whoops. That mentality has really honestly saved my life. and has really just inspired me to just do what I love to do, regardless of what I have, regardless of the resources that I have, regardless of the camera equipment that I have, regardless of the time that I have. I want to try it out, So I'm doing it. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm actually baking, and I'm really proud of myself because 10 years ago, I would have been like, me baking? Yeah, let's just go to our local bakery. I'm not doing this. I can make you something. I can cook you something on the stove. But here I am. Have my sourdough starter that's about 2 years old. And I bake a lot now, and that's so much fun. I'm just gonna pour some of the chocolate bits inside of the banana bread mixture. Actually, I'll pour all of what I just cut, and then I'll just cut some more. Mixy, mixy. I'm honestly using a cake pan for my banana bread, and it's okay. It's totally fine. You know how the state of our world is right now, and just especially in America. You know how people would make a big deal of things, and then the response would be like, "It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world." But you can't even joke around like that anymore, because it's feeling it's kind of feeling like, yeah, the world is about to end. But you know what I've been thinking about? There are so many moments in history, catastrophic, crazy moments in history. There still are some right now, obviously, but crazy moments in history where people literally thought the world was going to end. And in some instances, obviously, it did end. Life did end, depending on what era we're speaking of. But we've had so many moments throughout history where we literally thought the world was going to end. And I'm not saying that we're not close to that happening, and I'm not trying to fearmonger. The world is crazy, but I'm just making an observation. People have been thinking that for a long time. And I think that mentality right there is what keeps people super complacent in life, because they're like, nothing's going to happen. With that being said, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going with this because I am someone who just walks in faith. I literally have faith that things are going to be okay. And if things happen to ever not be okay, I feel and I know that I'm prepared for it. God will always do his big one, in my life. And so I just put the chocolate on top, and I'm just swirling it around so it's not all clumped up. I'm going to show you guys before I put it in the oven. Great, now I have that "Where Did All the Time Go" song in my head. That's perfect, but if you watched my how to get rid of negative thoughts video, then you know exactly how I will be getting rid of that song that's stuck in my head. Nothing's wrong with the song, by the way. All right, so okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but here it is. I don't want to tilt it too much. Okay, here she is before she goes in. Banana bread. I honestly feel like my energy is just not all the way where it should be today, because I'm actually fasting. Why am I fasting? I'm doing a 24-hour fast because I don't know what I ate. I have no idea what happened to me, but my stomach has been hurting. I kind of just wanted to chill all day when I came home from my walk, I did end up like taking a much needed nap to rest my stomach. But even though I should probably be like laying down today, I cannot bring myself to like being horizontal all day. And I know that there's like so many people who cannot relate, but yeah, I just cannot lay down, like unless like I physically cannot get up and it's like crazy, like, and I just can't, like, then I will still be in bed. But what can I say? I had to move around for some reason. I truly feel like I'm going to be one of those grandmas or older ladies who's like literally like moving around as if I'm not like old, and like one of those older people that you see at the park just like super fit and just like doing shit that they should not do at their age, or that's not common. And I know that I'm not feeling my best because I usually like enjoy washing dishes, but I really don't want to do this right now. Like I really don't want to do this. But obviously to shift my mindset, I can say, wow, I get to wash dishes. I get to wash dishes right now. Yay. It does something. It does something. 38 minutes remaining and the kitchen smells so good. I hate being sick so bad. Like I feel like a prisoner in my own body. I actually drew something on a canvas. I drew a plant that I really, really want to paint. And I've been saving that canvas for this vlog because I knew that I didn't have any plans today, really. I like to find the beauty in every situation. And so let me actually close my door because I don't want any flies going in my house. Do you guys see the videos that are going around about like flies leaving eggs in food? Obviously, we knew that this happens, but like seeing it, no. You guys should see my cat right now. He's so chill. I could find gratitude in this moment. And even though my stomach isn't feeling the best, I would say that I'm grateful to be able to actually like still walk around and move around. Like I'm not vomiting or anything like that. And I'm also grateful that I have like the strength and the willpower to fast because you guys know that I love eating so much. It takes a lot of strength to like not eat for me. So I think, and I know that if I can even like stretch this fast out to the second day, I know that that third day it's going to be absolutely amazing and I'll be able to like eat and everything like that. In this fasting period that I'm not feeling my best, I'm going to take this moment to just like rethink my life and just see what other negative things can leave, along with this sickness, this little 24-hour stomach bug that I have. Moral of the story is less scrolling and more living your life, trying to figure out what your dreams are, thinking of the steps that you can take to achieve these dreams, even if this year or this month you can only take half a step, one step, two steps. I used to always tell my students, because of the amount of things that we would have to do within a period, like a lot of teaching and learning. And I will always say, guys, like we have to do this because, time is not my best friend. Time is not my bestie. But I actually need to change up the way I word that because time can be your best friend. Time can be a close companion if you choose to spend it wisely without trying to sound cliche.